Hi, how are you everyone? Yet another CV Talks here. So last week I had spoken about, or rather I gave an option to people, especially women. If you can come out with a business idea, I am ready to fund. And guess what? I actually got an inquiry, or rather a lady messaging me that she would like to take it up. So let's see. If she is able to bring out the business plan and if everything works out fine, we can soon hear about the business or the venture getting launched. Alright, so what's about today? Today, actually, I'm a little pained or rather little concerned about certain things that's happening in our society. Last week in the state which I belong to, in Kerala, especially the city which I belong to, the Kochi, an 18-year-old girl actually came out publicly in social media, sharing her, I don't know what to call it, sharing her situation and, the tragic incident or the traumatic incident that she had to undergo when she went to get a tattoo for herself. In fact, she was literally raped by this man. And she had actually narrated the entire incident in a detailed manner in her social media post as an anonymous post. However, this anonymous post later became much viral, and so many other women came forward and shared their same experience with the same person, and because of that the police actually went ahead and arrested him a couple of days back. Now this may seem quite courageous on the part of the 18-year-old, but what I am more concerned is about the situations that led to this incident. I mean, but what about all the other women who have undergone similar experience even before from this person and who did not speak up? That's where my concern is. My concern is where women, especially when they face any kind of misogyny or when they face any kind of sexual assault or violence, they keep silent. Okay, now this is a big problem in our country. This is not just a problem in our country. In fact, world over it is found that women reporting sexual abuse or any kind of abuse for that matter is very, very, very poor. In fact, less than 10% of cases are actually being reported. There is a agency called World Population Review. I was literally shocked to go through their website and understand the statistics behind rape as well as assaults that happen against women in various countries. And to my great surprise, India is not even listed in that. Probably India doesn't have proper data because this site is all about statistics. And the highest rate of rapes that happen is in Sweden as per this website. Now, they themselves say that this is a positive sign. Yes, highest rate of rape or the statistics of 64 rapes per 1 lakh population is in fact a positive sign. You might be surprised why it is a positive sign. Oh my God. Sweden is in fact a very, very safe country for women compared to so many other countries including India. But this rate simply shows that all these rapes are actually getting reported. What is happening in our country in other parts of the world? Every moment, every single minute, at least one rape is happening in every part of the world. In fact, in US itself, this statistics is proven to be true that every 1 minute one rape is happening. And more statistics like the more vulnerable category is the age group of 16 to 19, teen kids. Teenagers are the most vulnerable of all. 16 to 19 has 4 times more possibilities of getting raped, and this is not just girls, even boys. So other than that, if you look at the types of rapes that happen, you'll find that 70% of the rapes has happened by or rather it was committed by someone known to the victim. It is not unknown or totally stranger. So these are all very, very, very you know, hard truths that is happening in our society, and this hard truths need some kind of a solution, at least, you know. The number one point which I wanted to tell to whoever is watching this video, I know very few people watch my videos, is that first we need to give the confidence and courage to any such person, man or woman, who undergoes this kind of a traumatic experience. The rapist is the culprit or criminal and not the victim. In fact, I wouldn't even want to call or use the word victim or even survivor for that matter. I would like to call her as a fighter. If someone is actually you know, deciding to come out of that situation, deciding to fight for justice, definitely she is a fighter. Couple of days back in India, a very leading actress who was you know, in Kerala, leading actress came out in the public and shared the trauma that she had undergone. Yes, I'm talking about Miss Bhavana. Her name was withheld so far for many years, saying that you know, the artist or the cinema, you know, the star, just like that we were calling like that instead of or the victim. Now she has come forward and she has said that yes, it is me, and that I would say is a great move that gives confidence and courage to all young girls or probably any other victims to even accept and acknowledge that getting raped, or rather, you know, rape is actually a crime. It is not getting raped. I'm sorry about that. It is a crime which is done by the criminal and not at any point the problem of the person. So this is something we need to, this message must be driven to every person out there. And about women, what I want to tell you is that your voice matters. The you know, in this incident of the 18-year-old getting I mean, coming to the social media and sharing her instance, in fact, I think it is a great matter of courage for her to put on everything that has happened to her so publicly. But what I want to tell you is that I want all the others also to share, as well as if you know someone who has done something to you without your consent, and if you think that that is a rape, just point the fingers at that person and make it public, because your voice matters. What I feel is, when you voice out these situations, these incidents, the next time someone in connection with that person will be more careful, or rather I would say that person also will become quite you know, careful that he will not engage in such activity the next time. So it is I would say it is high time that society starts acknowledging the voices of women, be it a small girl to whatever age and stage of life they are. Whenever they voice, that is important. Again, some people say, why didn't you tell that day itself, why are you telling now? I wouldn't agree that, because when someone undergoes this kind of a traumatic experience, I'm sure she would be literally, you know, confused. She would be worried, she would be numb, she wouldn't know what to do at that time. So such a person, we cannot expect them to probably react at the same time. In fact, in many court trials of rape victims, it has been found that the judges or the counsels sometimes even ask the victim, you could have actually shouted aloud, or you could have actually, you know, kicked him or, you know, tried to escape, but you didn't do that. Why didn't you do that? You know, let me tell you, if, you know, all the women at least will understand this, sometimes when you are being subjected to a violation, the body and the mind actually numbs. That is a common, you know, sometimes for, I would say for many people it is like that. So that numbing at that time, sometimes your brain will not function in order to actually even save yourself. This is what happens in many cases. So, but later, after some time, when you come back to your normal this thing, and if you really want to talk about this, and if you want to share it in public, then go ahead and do it, because this will actually, I would say, help more girls and the future generation to be safer, or rather you are saving the lives of future generation by talking about your trauma. Now, in this regard, I was just thinking, if any of you, whoever is watching this video, can come forward with some kind of an initiative, some kind of an idea or a project or a campaign or even a startup which can help provide the right gender education, or probably to solve the issue of rape that is happening in our places, in our world, I should say. It's not just limited to any part of the world, everywhere. Do you have some ideas or suggestion or campaigns or awareness programs, or probably even some products or methods, safety measures, startup ideas, whatever is it, just email it to me. We can discuss it over, and I will try to launch this as part of Prayana's initiatives. And of course, you will be a part, as well as you will be leading this program. If you are interested to associate and work on this very serious matter, that I wouldn't depend on the government or the police or any other social organization probably to find a solution for this. I think the solution has to come from people like you and me, youngsters, who can come out with ideas and solutions which are implementable, which are feasible, and which can reach and impact lives of many people. In fact, one area is definitely that we need to do more and more is gender and sex education, which of course, unfortunately, neither of my people of my generation nor even the next generation have got properly from anywhere. At least the current teens should be given a proper sex education, and the future generation as well. So if you have any ideas towards any areas that you think what I have shared right now, if you think it is relevant, then let's work together. Okay, so that's all from me for this week. And yeah, this week I also have to tell you that on March 8th we have a lot of activities happening at Prayana. International Women's Day happenings are being scheduled. A lot of women are actually coming and sharing their voices, whatever they want to talk to the world. We are going to tell the stories of their biases and their life stories. Be there to watch it. It's on social media of Prayana Labs. All social medias, you will be able to watch that simultaneously. And yeah, other than that, I'm also glad to release a movie which was produced by Prayana and directed by me, called The Identity. I'll talk about the movie next week more in detail, but do watch the movie that is also getting released on March 8th. And we also are releasing an e-book for women. It's called Break the Career Break, which is a book which is written by women mentors at Prayana, and it's an amazing book or a tool which you can use and share it to all the women. So all of that is happening at Prayana, and I'm so excited to be to be able to do all these things thanks to all the wonderful women team which I have at Prayana. And as I said, there are more and more problems and problems that needs to be solved, and the more and more problems that I come across, the more and more solutions I am looking forward, as well as I try to develop solutions, and as well as I look forward to listening or understanding solutions from all of you. If you have any idea, we can do it. Okay, so until next week, this is me, Ceevee, signing off.